You are watching Area DMG.
Welcome back to Area DMG. I'm your host, Phil Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and today I'm going to talk about Splatoon 2 Salmon Run. Or rather, the real reason why Nintendo needs to update their stupid app so that I can go in there and find the people that I played Salmon Run with, and I can report or block people out of my life. I have some of the worst luck sometimes on Salmon Run. You'll have that thing where you're like, oh, let's play Salmon Run. Oh, the first thing is all those little grillers. Oh, yay. And then you're the one who's got like maybe a paintbrush or something, and everyone else doesn't know how to use their weapons. They're like, oh, what do I do with this charger? Oh, I held down the button, but it's not firing. No, seriously, people are so bad at this. The only times I've ever really had a good run in Splatoon 2's Salmon Run is when I have people show up and invite me to their room, which is great. If I have voice chat, it works well. It works great. It works perfectly. Only problem with that is I've got the little app, right? So I'll get notifications about the app, like you've been invited to such and such room. You've been invited to such and such room, and I'll be like, I am on the highway, or I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I'm at a garage sale or at a Goodwill or an Ark or whatnot, and I'm just like, I can do nothing with this. Why isn't there like free Wi-Fi all over the place? So why don't we just coat all of like Aurora and Denver in Wi-Fi so I can just not ever pay for the internet so I could be always online? That would be beautiful. I mean, once we figure out how to do that across the nation, everything will be better. The problem though is that more and more people will be able to do stuff online when they really shouldn't. Salmon Run, for people who don't know, is a little thing, a squad based type of thing in Splatoon 2 where you have to face off against these little things called salmonids. You're randomly given a weapon. I hate it when I get the charger, but I can survive with that. I'm fine. Secondary weapons on that are okay. But you're randomly given one of 4 type weapons. There's like 4 people on your team, and the idea is these little fish creatures show up to you and they poke you with toothpicks and spoons until you die, and then like you end up like eventually bigger ones of them, which are worse, show up, and you have to splat those things to get little golden eggs that look kind of like the Dragon Balls from Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball, and you take those to a little tank and throw them in the tank, right? There's a certain amount that you gotta get in each level. Like the first one will be like, hey, I need 5 of these. Okay, I need 7 or 8 of these, and that type of stuff. And anything past that is just gravy. Now, sometimes you end up with pretty easy runs. Sometimes you end up where it's like, oh, this is the nighttime one, and there's these little glow-in-the-dark things, and guess what? You're going to have those, and then you're going to have every single other kind of horrible boss. There are times where you will literally be surrounded by like, oh, there's 2 steel heads, I've got a flyer fish thing, and a Maj just running up right underneath me. And I'm just like, ugh. It's easy to get wiped out, even with good players. But I had a string of really bad runs where we have 4 people, then when we start out, suddenly we have 3 people, right? And that's just awful. But I had been doing that for like half an hour where it'd been just 3. We get maybe in and we just get wiped out. I just kept trying because I'm like, oh man, it can't just be that bad, right? Right? It's gotta give me at least 4 people on a team. So I get in and there's finally 4 people on a team. And then I noticed something really strange. When I start out, I got like, I think the first time I got like a little paintbrush, and some of the other people had other guns. And one of the players, while we're all about to go fanning out, just like starts aiming his gun or her gun, I don't know what's behind that, and just shooting into the air. I don't know why, just not doing nothing. Really, we're out there and we start hunting down the salmonids. This player, by the way, is named Owen. That I see eventually I hear like help, 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 help from Owen, because Owen's been splatted. This happened in like the first round, help Owen out. We hit our quota. We actually nailed that quota to the ground. All three of us were excellent at this thing. The other three people that aren't Owen, well, myself and the other two people that aren't Owen, we did great. We got like, I think the quota was 7 and we got 20 salmon eggs. Really awesome. Then second round, same thing, pretty much. Really good, doing well. Nobody, I don't know what Owen did in that second round. I don't really care. I started out with like a bucket and I'm fine. But now in the third round, we're doing really, really well. We've got like, our quota is like 9 or something, and we have 8 eggs. And we're just nailing this out. And we have like almost a minute, like a little under a minute left on the clock. I'm like, yeah, we're going to do this. And then we go in and we took out like some steel. There was like an eel thing, a steelhead, and some firefish or something. Steelhead threw its little thing into there. And we actually got the steelhead, but somewhere along the way, all three of us, well, except for Owen, are surrounding here. We got this stuff and we accidentally all die because we pretty much just got ambushed by these things. And in a last-ditch effort, we kind of suicided our way into it there. And all that's left is Owen. So we're over here, and we're like, oh, crud. Well, we're all little buoys, the little life ring things. And we're all little buoys with eggs, right? And you can't actually add it to the thing when you're a buoy. You have to be shot you have to be a kid or a squid, to be able to add it to the bucket. We can't do that when we're a little help me buoy. So we're like, help, help. And then we realize, well, Owen is somewhere over here. Owen's in the middle by the bucket. And I'm like, okay, so we're sitting here making our long, arduous trip, all three of us in a little caravan, up the side of the Lost Outpost, little ramp, in like a row, and we're coming up there, and we're over here where Owen is, and it's like, oh, there's Owen. We got like 10 to 12, we got like less than 15 seconds left, right? We're all like, okay, he's got a charger, and he's aiming it at the ground, and not using it. He's just kind of running around in a little circle, aiming at the ground. And we're all sitting here hitting the help me button, like right next to him, being like, you idiot, shoot us with your life-giving ink, Owen. Shoot us with your life-giving ink. And Owen is just sitting there like, I'm gonna look at the ground. And we're all like, help! 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 And then, worst part of this is we've got like a couple seconds left. We all have eggs. We have 3 eggs. We have 1 to hit the thing. And Owen is just sitting there like, I guess he loves something on the ground. I'm like, Owen, stop. No. And he's just like, la, 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 la. And then a small circle of like green shows up around him. And then, Ma! The little Jaws thing that pops up and instantly kills you. We got wiped. Luckily, we didn't lose any rank, but still, I was just so irritated. And then I go to the app, because I'm like, I need to just report this player. I want to report this player. I want to report this player. I want to block this player. I want to block Owen, the useless squid kid, out of my life. Just take Owen and just, no. God, I was like, I kind of want to just track Owen down and be like, just find out what Owen loves and then take it from him and watch him cry over it. But yeah, I was just like, why? We had 3 eggs. We had 1 left on the quota. You had 1 job. That 1 job was to pull back your life-saving chargerness and spray us with your ink, Owen. How bad are you at this? Is this how your life is going to be? Owen, sometimes you need to spray things with your ink. Ugh. But yeah, that's why I think that they should update the Splatnet app so I can see the people I played with during a Salmon Run. I can see Owen's friend code, but oh gosh, no, I'm not adding Owen. No. But yeah, I want to be able to see the people that I played with during Salmon Run so I can be like, yeah, I don't ever want to play with this person again. And I can block them and get them out of my life. Because, Owen, you're toxic. But yeah, that is my terrible Splatoon 2 story of just missed salmon opportunities. I mean, we were so close. And it took like a good it took a while to get up that ramp in our little caravan, only to see Owen just like, I'ma look at the ground. No. But yeah, that's my terrible Splatoon 2 story. What is yours? Have you had this happen to you? Have you met your Owen? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Hit that share button if you haven't already. Just share my grief and my pain. And Owen, if you're out there, learn to ink. I mean, seriously. The charger, you charge it and then you let it go. Just let it go. Ugh. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, you could hit that subscribe button. That would be great and awesome of you. And then also, hit that little bell so you're notified whenever we have a brand new video here on Area DMG. And until the next video comes out, you are now caught up.